Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our first episode of the weekly global updates with Ken Yoon. Thank you very much for joining us today. Looking forward to giving you some very interesting news. Right now we're going to be focused on the United States and some of the stimulus package during this pandemic in the United States. A few weeks ago, the United States passed a $2.3 trillion stimulus package in order to help small businesses get through this tough time. However, it ran out of money. So what do? The U.S. Congress has passed a $484 billion deal in order to help small businesses. And within that, $310 billion will be towards the small businesses that are under 500 employees. And what that's going to do is going to help these real small businesses. We're talking about restaurants that sell your coffee, bakeries, pho places, bánh mì, really small businesses that cater to the everyday needs of Americans. Within that new stimulus package, there's also $125 million that will help undocumented and unbankable individuals as well, because that is a very disadvantaged individuals who do not have banking systems. They keep their money in cash, many of the immigrant populations. So there'll be a specific $125 million set aside just to help those undocumented, unbankable individuals and immigrants that are in the United States. Another very important piece of legislation that will help stimulate the U.S. economy and then hopefully the global economy as well. The two programs under the package is the EIDL and the PPP, which is the Payment Protection Program for those small businesses. Hopefully it will roll out. And what we call the stimulus checks. The U.S. government has passed the stimulus check of $1,200 that we mentioned before per individual under income of $100,000. And then now there's actually an extra stimulus package that will allow for $2,000 per month for 6 months, which accounts to roughly about $500 billion. And if it carries over for 6 months, adding all these other numbers, we're looking at another $4 trillion on top of what the deficit that we have now in the United States, about $25 trillion in deficit. However, what is very, very important is people would adhere to the social distancing. Being serious as an American, but I'm living in Vietnam, I'm seeing a lot of the impacts and the legislation that will get you out of it. With that said, I am going to talk about Vietnam and what it has done in order to get out of social distancing. April 23rd is actually the first day that Vietnam has ended or shifted its social distancing. So for over a month, there's been harsh rules about staying at home, which is the decree number 16 by the Vietnamese government for you to stay at home. You can't congregate more than 2 people outside of the office, schools, or hospitals, and everybody has to wear a face mask. So Vietnam right now has over 268 cases, but only less than 100 active cases. So if you look at it, Vietnam is doing extremely well. In order to overcome the COVID-19, we're going back to what's called the new normal. And what is the new normal? We'll still wear our mask outside, not just when we're driving the motorbikes or we're outside, but all the time. Also, we probably won't congregate as much in the streets or having drinks outside as much as before. And then also we'll be very cognizant when we cough or when we meet with other people. With that said, thank you very much for watching our weekly show. We look forward to providing you more information, but you have to remember, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow all our other social media platforms, including our website. Looking forward to giving you information in the next episode, and see you again.